Yo, hey, what's up? Pastor Matt here on this Valentine's Day, which, as we all know, is a contrived holiday by the greeting card companies, I'm sure. But nevertheless, a good day to tell the people that you love that you care about them. However, I wanted to talk today to anyone who may be one of those lonely, broken hearts out there for whom Valentine's Day is painful. Maybe your relationship is one that is in a state of disrepair at the present time, and you may even be to that extreme point where you're contemplating getting a divorce, getting out of it, throwing it all away. Just this Sunday, in fact, I preached from 1 Corinthians 7 on the topic of divorce, a sermon that I want to recommend to you. If you're watching this on YouTube, then I'm going to put a link up there on your screen. We can hop over and see that sermon. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm going to put it down in the comments section below. But in that sermon, I implored the people in my church to hang in there in their marriages. If you are married and you're struggling today, I just encourage you to stay faithful to the covenant that you made. You made a vow, you made a covenant before God and very many people in which you swore covenant fealty or loyalty to the person that was standing in front of you on that day. And that covenant was not a contract that you break if the other party fails to uphold his or her terms, but that was a covenantal promise, which is a till death do us part promise. And so the Bible has a very, very high view on covenant marriage, staying in it even through the difficult times, which is why the traditional vows of the wedding service talk about sickness and in health, for better or for worse, till death do us part. Those are covenantal promises, not contractual promises. Nowhere does it say, if you don't do your part, then I'm out. They're covenantal promises where we swear ourselves to each other until we die, until our heart stops beating. And moreover, in my message on divorce, which I preached, I told my church, hey, look, the Bible has very, very narrow justifications for entertaining the concept of a divorce at all. One of them is adultery, and even there, it's not required that one get a divorce from their marriage partner, but it is only a possibility. And Paul even says, look, hey, if you're going to get divorced, you got to prepare for the single life, or else be reconciled to the person that you made those promises to. So let's just think about both of those for a second here. First of all, it's possible that you may have to go the divorce route, but before you do that, please remember that the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. You start talking about divorce, and you're going to get lawyers into the picture, you're going to get alimony into the picture, you're going to have child support in the picture, you're going to have shared custody in the picture. All of those things, man, they're ugly. I'm telling you, I sit on the other side of the counseling desk when I talk to people, and they often think divorce is going to be the solution to get me out of my problems, but so often it just gets you into so many other problems. It truly is a out of the frying pan and into the fire kind of a situation. And so, man, it's not the allure of freedom that we think that it could possibly be. And so that's why Paul says, or else be reconciled to your spouse. And I just want to throw this out there for you before you do it, before you walk away from your marriage. Have you tried everything? So many people say, yeah, we tried everything. But have you really? Have you tried praying all night? Have you prayed even one night, all night, for the sake of your marriage? If so, do it again. Do it for a week. Do it for a month. 40 days of prayer and fasting. Have you fasted for your marriage? Have you gone to your elders and asked for help? Do you even have a church structure that can gather around you and love on the both of you? Have you done mediation? Have you done counseling? Almost everybody that I ask the question, have you tried everything? And they say yes. Just a little prodding, and what you find out is the answer is no. They have not tried anything. They haven't tried much. They have not tried everything. Because there's always possibilities that the Lord can restore what has been broken down. He is the God who repairs relationships and specializes in grace. And so listen, if you are even remotely considering divorce, and today's Valentine's Day, maybe the most romantic thing you could possibly do is sit down with that person and watch this particular sermon on the concept of divorce. And maybe you might even go back a couple of weeks and look at some others that I've done recently from this chapter, 1 Corinthians 7. But I would love to spare you the pain that comes through divorce. Yes, there are biblical justifications, but those are very, very, very narrow. And most of the time, our getting along problems are things that can be fixed and worked on by the power of the Holy Spirit. Well, I hope that's encouraging to you. Don't forget, if you're watching on Facebook, you can view that sermon in the comments section below. I'll post that. And if you're watching on YouTube, different forum there, I will post the link to that sermon in the little info box that pops up on the right corner of your screen. Okay? Love you lots. Talk to you soon.